So we're back here with the TRX4. Hopefully you guys saw my first run video where I was testing the differential locks. And that's the point to this video. Today we're going to break open the radio box and see if we can't switch these two plugs around. We're going to see how Traxxas has got this all set up. So lock the back up first. That is my theory. So we're going to get into this right now. Looks like there's 3 screws that hold this on. So let's go ahead and get these out. And forgive the excess background noise. My son is doing his chore at the moment. So that means that it'll probably be going on throughout the duration of this video because he likes to move like molasses and doesn't like to get things done. Take that out. That's pretty standard Traxxas affair right there. It's pretty normal. Now we got to figure out which ones are what. That should be fun. Hold on a second while I go get a battery and the radio. Alright, so we're back and got the battery and the radio. I'm just going to borrow my daughter's little 2-cell for her Rustler right now because the battery for this truck is currently charging. It's got a little sub tray inside of it to hold a little tiny battery, which is pretty cool. I don't need it, but one thing I found useful for it is the balance plugs on your batteries drop right into that thing, which I love because I cannot stand having the balance plugs bounce out everywhere. It annoys the hell out of me. And turn the truck on. Boom, everything worked. Now, let's just be real clear. Okay, we're good. So let's be clear right now. I know I could undo this jumble of wires and track back, and some of you might say it's faster to do it that way. That's packed in there so well, I don't want to mess with that. That's channel 2, so that should be the steering servo, right? If I'm wrong, I'm sure someone's going to comment that you don't know what you're talking about. And you know what? There's some truth to that. A little bit of truth there. I'm not an expert by far. So yep, that was the steering. So let's put that one back. So that would mean 3 should be normal radio. Let's try to get up the one in slot 4. Let's see what that one is. That's the high-low gear. Awesome. So that would mean these final 2, obviously. And for the servo, for the lockers, let's swap those around and plug it back in. Ooh, that's very interesting. Wow. So that just means this video might not actually go up onto YouTube. I don't know. So I switched the 2 around, and what I've essentially done is all I've done is reverse that switch. The front still lock up first, however now it just changed that switch position. Maybe there's something I'm missing. Maybe I'm just not thinking of it correctly, or I'm going at it a different way. If I do post this, I'm sure somebody down in the comments will tell me how I'm doing it wrong. Some nice person will be nice about it, because let's face it, we all like nice people. Nobody likes dickheads who act like they're Mr. Know-It-All, which I am very much not a Mr. Know-It-All. Please don't turn to my channel for information on that stuff, guys, because that is not what I'm about. But that is confusing. I never would have thought. I would have thought it would have just been a real simple thing. Well, that was a bust. Like I said, I'm sure somebody down in the comments can tell me what I need to do. Maybe it's a reprogram on the radio, and it's not just as simple as, oh, it's obviously not just as simple as swapping the servos around. or swapping the servo plugs. I don't want to dive into it to take these out and literally physically swap the servos. I don't want to do that. But that sucks. That really sucks. So, not as much as that though. And as always, most of my subscribers and viewers are very familiar with RC, and they know, do not over tighten your screws when you're going into plastic, guys. You're just going to strip it out. But you know, I'm still extremely small YouTube, so there's a chance that, I mean, it's a very, very small chance, let's be honest, because I'm uninteresting, but there is a chance that other people might see it. And so really, you want to point it out for them. But when you guys are tightening screws down, if you're new to the hobby, just understand, when the screw gets tight, you don't have to keep cranking that thing down, because all you're going to do is strip it out. The other thing I was going to do today, let's turn off the radio and move this out, is I am going to swap out the tires for these RC 4-wheel drive stamped steel, which these are, I originally bought these for my SCX-10. Hope that's going to fit. I bought these for my SCX-10. These are the Maxxis Trapdoors that came stock on that truck. And these have just kind of become a floater set of tires that I just use on whatever. And I want to see how they look on here. Let's see here. Let's crank that thing around. There we go. Take that out. Hey, guess what I didn't do? I didn't grab my magnetic tin. I was going to say initially I was worried about the weight of these rear tires, because I don't have any extra weight in these, and they felt light, but good lord, these tires are pretty freaking light. So let's just compare, move this a little bit, and we'll, hopefully I can get some good views for you to compare these tires to. So they are identical in height, and as you can see, the Trapdoors are a lot narrower, way narrower. Here's another question that will be interesting to know, and watching other reviews that people have done, these portal axles on here, people have been having trouble getting them to fit. Some rims have been rubbing on them, so it'll be interesting to see if this is going to work. Let's slide this back out here. I don't see why it wouldn't work. But hey, that's backwards, because that's a rear tire. You guys, I'm aware you can't see this, but we'll cut to, after I get them on, we'll cut to a better shot where you got the truck. Throw some stills in at the end. As always, thanks for giving me your time, guys. I know I'm just a nobody out of Utah, so the fact I got 67 subscribers, I don't even know 67 people. So to have 67 subscribers to me is awesome. So I appreciate every one of you guys. Hope you enjoy my videos. And until then, we'll see you next time. Oh, one more thing. The turning radius on this truck is freaking amazing, as a lot of you guys know. But we're going to do this quick demonstration so you can see just how amazing it is. The tiles on my floor are 16-inch tiles. And so you know that nothing weird is going on. You can see the truck is lined up right on one of the grout lines. The width is 34 and a half. Also, the truck is not all the way against the back. It's as far back against the wall as the tire will allow it. So, let's just see how well the truck can turn. So, just proving a point. Bye.